Now you can see in the database, if you enter accurate salary, that is from 15,000 to 30,000, then it will accept it. Enter the contact details and any other record. The default value address is Delhi. If you enter wrong salary, that is that the salary which is not specified in the validation rule, then what will happen? It will give you the validation message, that is enter valid salary. Click on OK and re-enter the values according to the specified condition. Press Ctrl plus W to save the changes. This is the first method to create a table in MS Access. Now, you can create a table in MS Access by using the wizard or by directly entering the data in the tables. Wizard means which guide step by step, or which guides the process, or which guides through the overall process step by step. Double click on it. Now there are some sample tables. Select the table, for example employee. Select the fields whichever you want to add to your table. You can rename the field also. For example, if you want to rename this field, then select the field and click on rename field. Then click on next. Now, what do you want to name your table? Means you have to specify the name for your table. And if you want to set the primary key for your table, then click on yes, set a primary key for me. Otherwise, click on no, I will set the primary key. Now next is what field will hold the data that is unique for each record. Means if you want any field that holds the unique data, unique means the data which is not duplicated or repeated, then select the field. Now what type of data you want the primary key field contain? Means primary key field contains which type of data? The data can be consecutive numbers that can be assigned automatically to the new records, for example starting from the 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and numbers that are added by the user, or number when I enter when I add new records, or numbers and letters. It means in second one you can enter number only, and in third one you can enter numbers and letters while entering the new records. Select the option according to your requirement and click on next. Now if you want to set, or if you want to create the relationship of your table with another tables, then you can select the relationship option, but we are creating a single table here, so we don't use the relationship option there. Then click on next. If you want to modify the table, then click on modify the table design, and if you want to enter the data directly into the table, then you can enter the data, you can select enter data directly into the table, or you can select enter data into the table by using a form wizard. Now we will modify this. Click on finish. Now in the modification window, this is the primary key. The data type of all the keys are already set. If you want to make any changes, then you can create the changes. The size of the text is 255 character maximum. You can set the size of the field according to you. This is long integer number. You can select it auto number type. In auto number, whenever you enter, auto number will be automatically inserted. You can see, press Ctrl plus W to save the data. This is the second method by which you can create a table. In first one, you can give the field name, the type and the different constants such as primary key, not null, unique constraint, default constraint in the design view directly. In wizard option or in the second option, you can create the table by using the wizard. That is, you can create the table by following the step-by-step procedure, and the table created by the use of wizard can be altered later or can be modified later by using the design view or by opening the table in the design view. The last one is the create table by entering data. You can create a table by directly entering the data into the table. You can select it, or you can start directly enter the data in the table. But one question is there, how the user knows which field hold which type of data or which field hold which kind of information. For this, you can rename the field, right click on the field and you can select rename option. Or you can sort the records in ascending or descending order directly. You can set the column field, you can hide the column, you can freeze or unfreeze the column, you can insert a column, you can delete a column, or you can rename a column directly in the direct entry data table. After entering the data, you can select Ctrl plus W to save the changes, specify the name of your table and click on OK. Now, if you want to make the changes in the structure of the table, then you can open this table also in design view, select the design view, or you can set the data types according to the user or according to the needs of the user. This is the way the user can create tables in the MS Access, or after creating a table, how you can apply constraints such as primary key, unique constraint, not null constraint, or default constraint, check constraint and all. Now, after creating the table, the next step is to create the queries, forms and reports. Now, what is the use of queries? Queries are basically used to retrieve some information from the database. To implement the queries, firstly we will enter some record in the table. Click on query. You can query by using the design view or by using wizard. Firstly, we will do wizard. Wizard means step-by-step queries. Now select the table on which you want to pass or enter the query. For example, on EMP table, we want to enter the query or we want to retrieve the data from the EMP table. Select the fields whichever you want to retrieve from the database. Then give the name to your query. For example, we enter employee details. If you want to open the query to view the information, then click on open the query to view information. And if you want to modify the query design, then you can select the modify query design option and click on finish. This is the result of your query, which display only ID, name and address field selected by the user. Or second option is to create query in design view, in which you have to select the table on which you want to pass the query. Then select the fields you want to display, EMP star and EMP. If you want to arrange the records, you can arrange the records in ascending or descending order. It means here you have to specify the field name. In table name, you have to specify the table name. In sort field, you have to specify the order, that is, it can be ascending or descending. Then if you want to show this, then check on this box, otherwise disable this box. Then criteria means if you want to set any condition. For example, if we give the condition that is basic should be less than 20,000, then only those records will be displayed where the basic salary is less than 20,000. Press Ctrl W, yes, give the name of the query, okay. Here you have to specify the field name one by one. And the criteria will be presented in this under this field, that is basic should be greater than 20,000. Now if you run this query, then data type mismatch error will occur. Again we will open it in design view. Here we work without giving the condition, that is ID, name, basic DA, contact number and address will be displayed. Now you can open this query in SQL view also, but first of all you must have knowledge of SQL commands, as we have already discussed about the SQL queries. Now we will open this in SQL view. Open the query in design view firstly, then go to view and select SQL view, or you can directly select the SQL view from the view list. Here with the select statement you can specify the list of the fields you want to display, that is if you want to display only the name, ID and basic, then give select emp.id, that is employee table ID field, then name field from emp table and basic field from emp table. In the from clause you have to specify the table name. Enter Ctrl+ W, yes, and run this. It means it will display only the 3 fields. Now if you want to give the condition here, and you can also specify the condition with where clause, that is where emp dot basic is greater than 20,000. Press Ctrl W, yes, and run the query. Only one record has basic salary greater than 20,000, so only one record is displayed here. Again we will open it in design view with where clause, means with the select clause you have to specify the field names. In from clause you have to specify the table name With where clause, you have to specify the conditions according to which you want to display the records. Then after it, with order by clause, you can specify the field name according to which you want to display the records. For example, EMP name. There is only one record, it is already sorted. If we remove the condition and then arrange the records in sorted order, then you can see the result. First alphabet A, then H, and then S is there with the order by clause. Similarly, you can perform the aggregate functions here also. For example, sum, max, min. For example, if you want to display the maximum salary, so you have to give the max, then basic, then from. In from clause, with from clause you have to specify the table name, and we will remove the order by clause from there. You can see the maximum salary is 25,000. Now, similarly, you can count the basic or you can count the record. To count the records, you have to specify the count function. Similarly, for finding the minimum and maximum and all, you can specify the max function, the min function for minimum value, average function for average value, and so on. It means in this way you can retrieve the records from different tables according to the requirements of the user. With the select clause, you have to specify the field names with the field name that you want to extract from the table. With the from clause, you have to specify the name of the table from which you want to retrieve the records. With where clause, you have to specify the condition, and with order by clause, you have to specify the order that can be ascending or descending according to the requirements of the user. This is how you can create the queries in MS Access. To modify the query later, just right click on it and open it in design view. Now the next process are forms and reports. Now to create the form, just click on the form, create form, select create form by design using wizard. Wizard means it will guide step by step. Select the table on which you want to create the form. Select the fields. If you want to select all the fields, then just click on double arrows. Click on next. Select the layout of your form, that can be columnar, tabular, data sheet, justify according to your requirement. Then click on next. Select the style for your report. Then click on next. Give the title to your form. And if you want to open the form to enter the information, then you can select open the form to view or enter information. Otherwise, you can click on modify the form design. If you enter any information by the form, you can see the information in the form here by clicking next option. And if you enter any information in the form, then the information will be automatically added in the table that is linked with this form. Press Ctrl W to save the changes. Now you can see the table. This record is automatically added in the table. This is how you can create the form in MS Access. After the forms, the next is report. Now, what is the difference between report and forms? Reports are basically used to show the summary, for example, sales report, progress report and all. So you can create the report by using the design view or by using the wizard in the same way that you can create the forms. To create the report, just select the create report by using wizard. Select the table on which you want to create the report. Select the fields, then click on next. Then if you want to add any grouping levels, then you can select the field by which you want to set the grouping of the fields. Then if you want to arrange the records in the report in ascending or descending order, then you can select the field name by which you can arrange the records. For example, if you want to arrange the records by employee ID or first name or last name, then you can select the record or you can select the field according to which you want to arrange the records in particular order. Then click on next. Select the layout of the report. Select the orientation, that is portrait means lengthwise and landscape means widthwise. Then select the style of the report. Click on next and give the title for your report. Then if you want to preview the report, then you can select preview the report, and if you want to modify the report, then you can select the modify the report design. You can see there is only one record in this, so it shows only one record. The date and time is mentioned in the footer part and total number of pages are 1, and we are on the first page of the report. This is how you can create report in MS Access. That's all for today's session. Thank you.